What's going on, world? And welcome to Clearing the Wreckage Podcast. It's the voice and your host, Kareem A. Rashid. And once again, I don't know what you got going on. You could be getting on the toilet or you could be getting off the toilet. Hell, for all I know, you could be wiping your tushy. But I know that I'm ready. And so I hope that you're ready to clear the wreckage. Yes, indeed. What's going on with you today, my friends, my fellow Wreckage Clearers? What's happening? I'm going to try to make this episode real short and brief. Man, I just want you to know that it is okay for you to feel however you feel. After that divorce, feel how you feel, Kareem. Feel all the feelings that you need to feel. Grieve, do whatever it takes. Sit with the pain, sit with the emotions. So I'm here to tell you the same thing. If you are going through what I went through, if you are just in a divorce or you are in a relationship, then it's time for you to feel all of the feelings. And that is actually vital for your personal growth, because if you do not, then this will halt. It will halt the healing process. It will halt us clearing the wreckage, because in those feelings, that is where you will find the wreckage. We got to take the time to look inside so that the wreckage can begin to clear. So feel all those feelings so that in there somewhere, you'll be able to find that wreckage and then we can begin clearing it, right? Yes, yes. Last week we discussed wherever you go, there you are, right? How I had to adapt that phrase to basically the significance of it was me being responsible for my own actions. I play a part in society. I play a part in every relationship. And, I played a part in that relationship that took part in my marriage. It takes two to tango, basically, right? And so that's what we went on. And then, so me being by myself, this is where we're at. We're in 2020, where I was by myself now. And as I got more engulfed on my self-discovery journey. Because now I was by myself, and then I was able to actually, take time to myself and do what? Take time to look inside so that the wreckage can begin to clear. So here's where I started seeing that I am actually good. No, I really am. I may feel a little bit damaged. I may look a little damaged, but I am good. I'm still good. None of that has changed. And that was kind of the conclusion that I've came up with, during this time. And I wouldn't say necessarily conclusion. It's just, coming back into my identity, coming back into who I really am. I realized this. None of that changed. Yeah, you know what? My marriage was a failure. It failed. And, there was some emotional trauma. There was a lot of things that happened that left me feeling a little bit damaged, but I still remained good. I was good before I went into the marriage. Nothing changed. None of that changed, right? And so that's what I want to convey to you today. For instance, we may be like beautiful ceramic that while being shipped or in transit, might have received a couple of nicks on it. But that doesn't mean that ceramic is not beautiful anymore. That doesn't mean that ceramic is not a good piece of ceramic. It just means that it may have a little nick on it. But so let's not get it twisted. You may be feeling a little bit damaged, but the truth is you are not. And that is what I had to tell myself, man, Kareem. You may feel a little damaged, but you are not damaged. You feel that way. Your worth has not been reduced because of the emotional turmoil or the trauma that you went through during that marriage or that relationship, right? You feel this way, but the fact is that you are still good. And if anything, If anything happened, your value has increased, not diminished. My value has increased. Your value has increased because you went through what you went through so you can come out on the other side as gold. I went through what I went through so I can stand before you today, so I can sit before you today, and I can have this story to share with you. I can have this experience to share with you. So yeah, I will tell you that my value has increased immensely. The more you go through in life, my opinion, my personal opinion, but I'm going to start preaching up in here to you, and this is just what I believe. The more hell you go through, the more turmoil you go through, the more heaven you will be able to experience, and the more you can pass that along to other people. Woo! Boy, don't let me start preaching up in here. I didn't want to pass on hell to anybody. I want to be able to give them heaven. Hey, come here to heaven with me and see how it really is, man. Let me tell you what I've been through. Woo, boy, now you ain't got to go through that. Now we can be together. Oh, let me show you how I cleared the wreckage or how I'm clearing the wreckage. That is what this is about, folks. That is why we have this community. But I want to just encourage you to know, hey, you went through that. You went through that so you can come out on the other side, purified like gold, purified like silver. You went through that fire for that reason, so that you can now help somebody else. That's the greater purpose, my friends. That's the greater purpose. So you may feel damaged, but you were still so good. So good. But first, I had to discover all of this by feeling all of those feelings. So let's get right into it. Let's get right into why feeling your feelings is probably really the best things that you can do. After a traumatic event, after a divorce, after any emotional turmoil, any adversity, feel those feelings. So feeling those feelings after a divorce, after a relationship, after emotional trauma is necessary biologically and physiologically for your own personal development. Suppressing these emotions will delay the healing process, and it will lead to long-term psychological stress. Embracing painful feelings will allow your brain, my brain, to process the event, to rewire itself and build genuine resilience. Psychologists use this term, post-traumatic growth, PTG, to describe positive psychological changes experienced after adversity. So feeling the full spectrum of emotions is the primary catalyst or vehicle for this growth, right? So my therapist used to always say to me, Kareem, you got to learn how to feel your feelings and sit in your feelings. I was like, I don't want to feel none of this stuff. My default behavior was I don't want to feel anything. I'm going to go and I'm going to escape this. I'm going to go drink. That was my default behavior. Now I'm sitting up here going through hell in a marriage, and then after my marriage, feeling all these feelings, and still I can't escape. I can't go back to taking a drink. No, I can't, because I committed to this journey of self-discovery and what? Taking the time to look inside so that the wreckage can begin to clear. I committed on this journey of clearing the wreckage. So by feeling all of those feelings, it also allowed me to self-reflect very accurately. Very accurately. Feeling all of those feelings allowed me to do that. To feel this way, to feel that way, to feel sad 1 minute, to feel happy, to feel all those feelings that I felt inside of that marriage or that I felt after the marriage, I should say, helped me to reflect more accurately. Pain. Let's talk about that. Patience. Alignment. Intuition. Nudge. This is an acronym that I came up with back in 2020 after my divorce, because I was going through a whole lot of pain. And pain, my friends, is the touchstone to spiritual growth. Pain signals that something fundamentally important has changed, and it did, right? I'm no longer married. But sitting with that discomfort helped me to identify who I really am. What's my core values, my boundaries, and what it is that I truly need moving forward in my future relationships. So then this aligning comes with the patience, right? The alignment comes with sitting with the discomfort, feeling the feelings for however long it takes. And then in that aligning, we feel all the feelings. And when we're feeling those feelings, we become in tune with it. We become aligned with it. I became in more alignment with my feelings. The intuition comes after that because the intuitive thought is, well, what is my core value? What is my true identity? I know what it is. So why did I allow this to happen? Catch my drift? So that intuition comes in and goes, hey, you know what? This is who you really are. And you do not. And neither did you not deserve to be treated in that way. So you do not deserve to be treated in that way. And neither did you deserve to be treated in such a way that you allowed yourself to be treated in your marriage. For now, I know how I would like to be treated, my intuition says. Right? And if someone can't treat me like that, then the hell with them. That intuition helped me to not only stand up for myself, but to stand into myself. And then, of course, you have the nudge after that, which basically is the nudge is simple. The nudge after all of that comes and says, okay, now you can move forward. That's the nudge. Or I'm going to nudge you away from the pain, and I'm going to nudge you forward. But we feel all the feelings, and that is okay. We feel all of the feelings at times, and that is okay. And I want to share with you one of the reasons how I realized all of this stuff. See, one of the things I had realized when I was feeling all the feelings is that I literally allowed someone else to project upon me the value that they had for me, and I placed it upon myself. I learned this during that process of self-discovery. I learned this during that process of feeling all of the feelings that, you know what? I basically took my tuxedo off. I took my stylish tuxedo off and got naked and allowed my ex-wife to go to the dumpster and dig in the trash can and pull out some raggedy pants and pull out some holy t-shirt and some messed up shoes and say, here you go. That's what I did. Now, some of you are probably like, what? No, I don't understand. Okay, so if you don't understand, this is what I was talking about on the last episode, how I was looking to receive my worth from her. So that is what I did. I left my style, my stylish dapperness, if dapperness is a word, elegant tuxedo, I'll use the word elegant, took it off and threw it away and was like, hey, you can dress me however you want. That is what we do when we give away our worth to others. We give away our value to other people. So I want to just share that. I'm only sharing that so you can know that how I realized that was through taking the time to look inside, through feeling all of the feelings. Feeling all of the feelings allowed me to realize that I allowed myself to be treated in that way because I gave away my worth. I gave away my worth. Now let that sink in. That's really all I got for you today. I don't really have much for you. I just kind of wanted to go over that. Really wanted to go over that analogy with you. Acronym with you that I came up with on pain. And I wanted to go over how I wanted you to know that it's okay after a traumatic event, after emotional trauma, whatever is going on in your life, a divorce or a breakup, that it's okay, because I wasn't feeling okay with it. There were times where I wasn't feeling okay with myself. And I was like, man, why do I feel the way that I feel? But it is okay to feel those things because that is the healing process. And I'm going to close out with Damaged Goods. That is the title of this poem. I hope that it resonates with you because this is my moment that I had, one moment at least, of me feeling all of the feelings. And as I read this to you, you will be able to pinpoint that out. How I go from one extreme of the spectrum to another extreme of the spectrum. I allow myself to feel all of the feelings. So, Damaged Goods. I feel like my mind is crazy because lately, all I seem to think about is females. Maybe I'm grieving because my latest relationship couldn't be well. Guess I don't know how to grieve well, but I'm feeling thirsty and I need a drink out of the well of living water. My life is sorta filled with disorder. My mind is on the border line. My personality split, divided. How do I get out of this pit? By climbing to the polar opposite and sit on top of the hill and chill, feel like I'm on top of the earth. What's worse is that I know a state of depression is about to be birthed. It hurts to realize I'm unbalanced. My mind's damaged. When everything is going good, somehow I'm designed to wreak havoc, destruction. Why all of a sudden this suffering, rustling through the forest, trying to find my way? I can't see nothing. Sleep seems to be something I crave to put my body to rest, but somehow my mind stays awake, filled with chaos, toxic mudslides, tsunamis, and earthquakes. My head is pounding, crashing in, surrounding me, drowning deep into the ocean. I know soon I can surf waves and I'll be coasting, but right now I'm too overwhelmed with all these emotions, seemingly hopeless. Seems like to me I seem to be losing focus, soaking in my sorrow, just hoping to get through this moment. I'm not worried about tomorrow. Right now I don't want it. Somehow suddenly it feels like the opponent, my thoughts inappropriately invade and interrupt one another vocally. Each thought, hoping to be heard. Oh, how I wish you would shut up. You getting on my nerves. I can't focus on every thought, every word. I just want to shut it off, fly away like a bird, migrate to a different location, maybe switch up my vocation, get some more patience, find peace and sit in observation and observe my actions habitually, eventually realize why it happened. The reasoning behind my disoriented fashion to seek after what makes me feel good, my passions. Or maybe I'm just a passionate person that attaches to another person that tells me I'm handsome and I'm attractive and that I can make them feel good and I can create a little laughter. I'm codependent. I'm so dependent upon others to give me a good feeling. I love it. But I seek to give you a good feeling because it strokes my ego, makes me feel above it. Well, not necessarily, but apparently makes me feel loved. And if you feel loved, then I'm satisfied because the truth be told, it magnifies, highlights me, and puts me in bold letters. And this is all part of that polar system. I'm trying to get better. The other part is unworthy. I'm not worthy of your love, not worth to be treasured. Please don't hurt me, but I feel I don't deserve better because all my life I've been abused, misused, and mistreated. On the inside, I feel defeated. That really good person I could never compete with. I'm damaged and broken and beaten. I've been slaughtered and got scars to prove on the outside and on the inside, wounds that are still open, waiting to be healed. Guess that's why I'm always searching, anticipating to be filled by another person, but I always wind up hurting, feeling rejected, neglected, unaccepted, uncertain, insecure, unsure, and imperfect. Like, who could ever love this person? I'm high maintenance, too much baggage to purchase. You couldn't take this with you and carry it in your purses. Please do not flirt with the temptation to take it on and to manage this person. I can't be managed. I don't know balance or boundaries. Maybe it's because I'm too deep. And in the depths of me, you're left drowning, counting what seems to be countless, infinite thoughts. This endless love, this wisdom from above that is pure, genuine, a gentleman for sure, too good to be true, so you'll run away from me as soon as you get the clue. But I'm learning to love myself. I got to do what I have to do, what it is that's right for me, and rightfully so. I have the right to be me, and all that comes wrapped in this package. I'm a beautiful gift that by mishaps happen to be unwrapped, broken, and cracked like damaged goods. But I'm goods, so that means I'm still good. Damaged goods. And I leave you with this, that you are still good. No matter how you feel about yourself right now, you may feel a little damaged, you may feel a little cracked, but you are good. How about do not wear the damage. Do not wear the damage. You don't have to clothe yourself in the damage. But you can feel that way, but you don't have to wrap yourself in that linen. You don't have to wrap yourself in the garbage, in the trash. Because that's not who you are. I love you. As I always leave you, take some time to look inside so that the wreckage can begin to clear. Peace.